Ilia's in the hospital. He's busted up. I'm not a doctor, but his eye looked like he probably has broken orbital. And my plans for him are to go home and rest and recover and take his time. And tonight was a rough night for him. I just want to make sure he's healthy and good, and not even thinking about him fighting again. Just want him to go home and relax and rest and heal.
Dana White has finally addressed the aftermath of Ilia Topuria's tough defeat to Justin Gaethje at the UFC White House event. According to the latest updates, the immediate priority isn't future title opportunities, potential rivalries, or even setting a return date. Instead, the focus is entirely on Topuria's recovery. After enduring significant damage in one of the most demanding fights of his career, there is growing belief that his path back to the octagon could take much longer than many fans originally anticipated.
Fight's the right fight. He'll learn a lot from that. I think Ilia wins the rematch, and that's no knock on Justin at all. It's just like, obviously Ilia was a favorite for a reason, but I just think that Ilia, if he doesn't rush as much, fights at a little bit better distance, and then does what he usually does, sets up nice traps, he'll eventually find him. But yeah, being so aggressive is sort of what cost him, I believe. Look at his career, and it didn't look like he was gonna ever actually fill the real undisputed belt, and then he goes and massive underdog White House, and then fights the perfect fight and gets the win. Like, that's what adds to this story. I think that's incredible and good on him. Like, I'm obviously a fan of both guys. A big fan of Ilia, and for Justin to do what he did, mate.
One of the most significant consequences of this fight is the challenge it now presents for the UFC. Before stepping into the cage, Ilia Topuria was at the center of major discussions involving future title opportunities, potential super fights, and his place among the organization's biggest stars if his winning streak continued. Now, the promotion is facing the possibility that one of its most recognizable names could be sidelined for an extended period while recovering from injuries that appear to require substantial medical care. As more images and reports surfaced after the event, fans began to appreciate just how punishing the fight had been. The visible damage to Topuria's face and eye quickly became one of the event's biggest storylines, not only because of how serious it looked, but also because injuries in that area can often keep fighters out of competition much longer than many people expect.
Oh my God, he's gonna quit. Oh my God, Ilia Topuria, you little bitch. Don't you dare quit like this. I couldn't see, and I carried on fucking fighting because I'm not a little bitch. Ilia looks fucked. Oh my God, you're gonna quit. Oh my God, you quit, you little bitch. Justin Gaethje, man, the ultimate spoiler. I said he was gonna win, didn't I? Oh my God, you quit like a little bitch. My face was worse than
shots that Justin was landing, and maybe even more impressive what he endured.
Yeah,
those rips to the body, those left hooks to the body were so nasty. He got hurt so bad. He almost got finished. Yeah. It looked like he was going to get triangled. It looked like he was going to get arm barred. It was over and over again. He was dominated on the ground.
Yep.
It looked bad. And for him to come back from that, it makes it all the more sweet. And for him to do this at the White House, there was something about him shadow boxing with the American flag wrapped around him when he was warming up.
Your heart's filled.
You did any better.
No, I knew that was going to happen to him. Walking forward with their hands down on the opening bell, you're going to get walloped.
People saying that he reminds us of you and all that stuff.
No way, does he? He has the same tattoos, he says the same stuff.
Right in front of you, son.
Shit! Right in front of you. Do something about it.
He does the same fucking movements.
Have they understood it? You have.
He was going to scream on the thing. I wish him well. He's alright, I like him. Maybe.
It'll be 2-2. Ilia Topuria's on the comeback. 2-2, I'd say. First 2 to Topuria, next 2 to Gaethje.
You've hardly mentioned his face being beaten to him. Look at that.
Oh, they're stopping it.
There you go.
Oh, they stopped it. Wow.
Oh, there we go.
The big backflip's coming. He might be too tired for that. No, he's done it.
He's done it.
Oh,
he's done it. Watch your neck.
Although every fighter's recovery is different, fractures and injuries involving the orbital area often require several months of healing before an athlete can safely resume full sparring. let alone begin preparing for another high-level bout. That reality has shifted the conversation in an interesting direction. While Ilia Topuria's recovery is now the main priority, the division will continue to move forward in his absence. Justin Gaethje's victory has reshaped the title picture, opening the door to several major opportunities. Some fans believe Gaethje has earned another marquee fight right away, while others are already wondering if the UFC will revisit this matchup and book a rematch once Topuria has fully recovered.
Ilia Topuria will look back and go, why didn't I let him up?
What about that 1 minute between the rounds? If Ilia had to come out with that 1 minute when they were looking at him and he said he couldn't see, Justin might have stopped him right then. Ilia had a full minute to completely recover that he should have gotten. Inexperienced doctor.
They overruled doctor who may not have been as experienced in this.
Mark said it was an inexperienced doctor. You gotta let them fight.
Gotta let them fight.
If they want to fight, you gotta let them.
We'll start at the top. Justin Gaethje versus Ilia Topuria. I don't know shit about fighting. I said every single prediction. Later in the week, I'm like, damn.
20%. You gave him 20%.
Yeah, no. There was a little bit, but in my mind, I'm like, dude, Ilia is so fucking confident and so sharp and so skilled, and Gaethje's too wild. Ilia's gonna knock him out. I was like set. My mind was so set on that. He just fucking broke Ilia's face. He broke his mental. And that was like, that's Ilia's at the hospital 100%, probably for the next little while. That was one of the most crazy, inspiring performances I've ever seen.
Did it show on the broadcast Ilia like fainting when they were leaving or not?
Yeah, he was like resting on his brother's arms on the way out, like nearly collapsing into him quite badly. Dude, he's got a broken orbital, broken cheekbone.
Is that confirmed?
I'm confirming it. I don't even know.
You're a doctor.
Based on the fights I've seen and the results that we've had back.
And your medical degree.
Yes, I'm actually Dr. Guru here, ready to diagnose.
Another major question is what the ideal comeback fight should be once Ilia Topuria is ready to return. Before the UFC White House event, his path seemed clear: continue winning, build on his momentum, and move closer to even bigger opportunities. After the loss to Justin Gaethje, however, the situation has become far more uncertain. Recovery time now plays a major role, along with fan interest and the UFC's long-term plans for the division. That's one reason the potential matchup with Paddy Pimblett continues to generate so much discussion. Regardless of rankings or title implications, many believe it's one of the few fights that could instantly capture massive attention the moment Topuria is cleared to compete again.
I'd say definitely not a rematch. I mean, I made him quit on the stool. It's not like there was, he hurt me, and I think it was 3-1. I've been in 3 rounds to 1. You know, in any election, that's a domination.
Justin Gaethje, the biggest underdog on the card. Ilia Topuria, the new sensation, the new superstar of the sport, just got pieced up, demolished, and stopped by the doctor at the end of round 4. Justin Gaethje, the highlight, gets it done at the White House, does the backflip off the octagon. Oh my God.
Oh, it's really hard to put it into words right now. I mean, just trying to enjoy this moment. And yeah, it was such a crazy ride. We had a lot of delays. A couple of the, like the rehearsal delayed, tonight delayed. But yeah, these are again, I wouldn't recommend this to my enemy. We are some of the toughest people on this earth, mentally, physically. All these guys up here and all the guys that lost tonight. We, and me specifically, I've said it from day one, I'm a promoter's wet dream. And I proved that tonight.
And, you gave him all the respect in terms of like his skill set in there. Said probably the second best guy you prepared for outside of Khabib. But now that you're through Ilia, was he as good as you thought he was? Was he better than you thought he was? Just can you talk about what you experienced in there with him?
I mean, he's very good. I mean, my liver still hurts right now. Those body shots were crazy. I mean, he was really, really fast, but when he didn't get the finish at the end of the second round, I think it really took his spirit. And, again, I said it in the press conference leading up. I was like, he really backed himself into a corner saying he's going to be so dominant. And I said it. When we go to the second round, you're going to be like, what the fuck? When we go to the third round, you're going to be like, what the fuck? And, that's what I did tonight.
Did you feel he was broken after he didn't get that finish?
I never felt he was broken because he was so dangerous at the whole time. But in the third round, when I started landing those jabs, when he started finding his back foot, I knew something was different.
But it never came. And it never came. And when you rely on power, Justin Gaethje KOs you in round 4 and leaves you on the stool, quitting, saying no more. Absolutely generational performance by Justin Gaethje at 37 years of age. 37 years of age. Generation.
The history between Ilia Topuria and Paddy Pimblett is already well established, and the interest from fans speaks for itself. If the UFC decides that Topuria's return should come in a high-profile matchup instead of an immediate push back into title contention, it's easy to see why Pimblett's name continues to surface. At the same time, many believe Topuria deserves the chance to avenge his loss and prove he can bounce back. Combat sports has seen countless champions recover from difficult defeats before returning stronger than ever, which is why many fans view this not as the end of Topuria's story, but as the beginning of a new chapter. That's what makes Dana White's comments so significant. The UFC now faces important decisions. The division remains full of unanswered questions, and Topuria is dealing with the first major adversity of his professional career. Moments like these often define fighters more than victories do, because setbacks reveal how someone responds when success is no longer guaranteed. They test a fighter's ability to adapt, recover, and evolve. At this point, no one knows how long Topuria will be away from the octagon or which opponent will be waiting when he returns. What is certain, however, is that the UFC White House event reshaped far more than the outcome of a single fight. It changed the direction of an entire division, created uncertainty around one of the sport's biggest stars, and left the MMA world debating what comes next. Until Topuria is ready to compete again, that conversation is only going to grow louder.